To have Rasmus Andersson as our guest. We were happy when you agreed to appear on the program, but then I will admit a touch nervous that you might not be available for reasons obvious to you and to Flames fans. So let's get that out of the way off the top, Eric.
You're entering the final year of your contract. There's been a lot said about it. You have said that the insiders are getting it all wrong, or they've been confusing the facts. You're the ultimate Rasmus Andersson insider. Give us where it stands right now.
Well, it's a trade freeze right now, so I can breathe easy last couple of days. But, I mean, honestly, what is there to say, really? I mean, we all know my contract situation. Nothing has changed from the summer until now. And, you know, Elliot likes to put out there that I go back and forth, but I haven't really thought about anything except playing well for the Flames, and so far so good. I mean, I just sometimes laugh when I read that I'm indecisive in my decisions and stuff like that, and so it humors me, and it's for fun.
How have you prevented from it being a distraction, though? I think a lot of people thought it would be.
Yeah, because it's been the furthest thing from a distraction.
Yeah, thanks, guys. No, but I mean, you play in the NHL, there's going to be headlines, and I mean, especially when you have a year left in your deal. But I mean, we're in the spotlight 24/7. It feels like, and you know, who cares what the outside, right? I mean, the older I get, the more I just laugh at what people say on the outside, and so it's all for fun, you know. They can write it as much as they want, and but I know, and my team knows what's really going on, and you know, we keep it pretty close.
All right, last question about a potential trade. Were the decision entirely up to you, but we know it's not because you're on an expiring contract, but if it was only your choice, would your choice be to remain a Calgary Flame?
I mean, it's the old saying, it takes two to tango, right? And you know, it's yeah, I mean, obviously I loved every second of me playing it for the Flames, and you know, I've been in the organization now for almost 11 years, and you know, I've loved every second of it, but let's just leave it at it takes two to tango.
Okay, let's conduct the rest of this interview with you as a Calgary Flame, because you still are. Now, no sooner have I said that, then we realize there's another team that you dearly love to play for, Eric.
The Olympics, obviously, coming up here.
I thought you were throwing a curveball at me there.
I'm not going to throw another rumor at you. The Olympics coming up here. I mean, obviously, what would it mean for you to make that team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're right in the middle, right, of the iPhone versus no iPhone. I mean, it came pretty... when we were in 7th, 8th grade and all that kind of stuff. So we didn't really have the social media that it was now. So it was always the national team for us growing up. And, you know, that's always been my biggest dream. And especially watching the 06 Olympics, you know, ever since that, it was probably my biggest dream to play Olympics for Sweden. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to play with Four Nations. Nice little chip out there.
Well, how much did Four Nations whet your appetite for the Olympics?
Even more. I mean, you see there, I was sitting next to Hedman and Eric, and you know, people I looked up to before I came into the league, and when I moved over to Barrie. When I moved over to Barrie, it was kind of the first time I really got to watch NHL hockey for the first time. I mean, sure, you have 1 or 2 games in the weekend, but you know that every day you actually get to watch, and you know, you learn so much when you lived in Barrie. And I remember just sitting in the basement and just watching games all night, and just loving it, because it was not something I grew up with, because obviously the time difference. And so, I mean, you know, Four Nations was an unbelievable, you know, experience for me personally, and I get to play with, you know, the best of the best, and the best that Sweden has to offer. And, you know, I would love nothing more than be on the Olympic team.
When do you understand you'll hear about the Swedish Olympic team selection? Or is it possible you already know and you just can't tell us?
You've been in an awfully good mood these days.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're good on home ice.
Okay.
No, that's serious. I haven't heard anything yet. And, you know, obviously, I hope I get the call, either what decision they make. I hope I get the call here sooner rather than later. You know, it's something you think about every day for sure now, and especially with it being that close.
Olympic bloodlines, Eric.
Yeah, your father played in the Olympics with Boreas Salming back in '92 in Albertville. That was his defense partner. Obviously, you've heard a lot of the stories from your father. Do you talk about it often?
Yeah, we sure do. Wow, he has hair there. But yeah, we've talked about it, right? And especially when it kind of became the NHL players were heading back to Olympics, and that's kind of when he started telling me more and more that he was playing in the Olympics. I'm like, you just mentioned it a few times when we were kids. Why didn't you tell us more? But and then he keeps talking. I played with Boria, and that was probably the greatest experience of his life. And so I mean, obviously, it would be a dream come true for sure.
Talking about family, your brother Callie, 2 years older than you, has carved out a very nice career in Switzerland, currently playing with Davos. He was selected in the draft by the Rangers, I think 3 years before you were picked by Calgary.
Yeah.
Didn't work out for him in North America, but growing up, was it the typical do everything you can to keep pace with your brother relationship?
Yeah, I mean, especially as a younger brother, right? He was the one I always looked up to, and he was the one I wanted to become. And especially when we were younger, I stole his sticks and that kind of stuff, and he always got mad at me. And yeah, so he was obviously the one I always looked up to, and I try to mimic. And that's outside our house in Sweden when we grew up playing. Probably every day we play street hockey outside, and it just brings back memories. And the crew we were back then, we're still that crew back home, so that just makes it more special. And I think out of my 8 best friends, 8 of them plays professional hockey somewhere. And we have when we're home, it's like we're all speaking the same language-ish, and it just makes it more special that you have a 2-year-old brother, and we got all the same friends that we had when we were 8 to 10. And as I said, but he's done really well for himself. He's obviously been in Switzerland now for, I think, 12 years or something like that. It obviously helps with him having the license where he doesn't count as a Euro, and because we obviously lived there for 4 years growing up.
Let's get to the famous Andersson death stare, which fortunately you've not pulled out on Eric and I tonight, even though you probably felt like it. But Eric,
I've seen it. I've seen it. What are the origins? We've had so much fun in Calgary watching it evolve. When did it start? Why did it start? How did it start?
I think the first time was my 100th point in Vancouver, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think me and Daryl went at it a little bit, and I scored, and I was like, you know what? Screw you, Daryl. I'm not celebrating. So I just stared someone down, and I was pissed about it, and Then it kind of kept going a little bit. It kind of happened when because it didn't, after my 100th point, it didn't really happen for a little bit. Yeah. And then a game when I was pissed off again, I did it again. And then it kind of became a thing, and it felt like, it just had to do it. And then I was like, I'm going to stop doing this. Every time I do it, we lose. Oh. And then the Seattle one was just lucky that the one Seattle fan was sitting right there, and so it kind of kept going, and now I just think it's a fun thing.
And you told me you scout out the arena a little bit, because if you're playing an original 6 team or something like that, it's easy to find an opposing fan. If you're playing Seattle on a Tuesday night, it might be a little harder.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's same tonight. I mean, there's not a whole bunch of Vegas fans, and obviously the original 60 Canadian teams have a lot of fans here, but you kind of get into my own head there, and I was just looking around. I was like, oh, if I score, I was like, just drop it. If it happens, it happens, and that's why it's easier on the road.
The Shaw fire log is a great takeoff on the death stare. When you look at it at first, it looks like, as we say in TV, it could be a freeze. But upon closer look, you are blinking your eyes, so
and breathing too. Yeah,
and breathing. So that is proof of life. This was shot last year by Flames TV.
I was sitting in 4 hours. I didn't move.
Well, not quite, because it's on a loop, and I'm told one of them is 10 hours long. So this question comes from Corbin Bailey. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me find it here. Oh yeah, here it is. Mr. Rasmus, so he's got the salutation
Wow.
right. During the holidays, does your family turn on the TV and play Rasmus Andersson's Yule-log, the deluxe 10-hour edition?
No, we don't. Maybe we should put it on though. But I don't know. It was kind of a fun thing that the Flames social crew came up with, and so yeah, I actually sat there and stared in at a camera for 10 minutes. In the end, I was like, oh.
You're not moving a muscle.
I was like, just take me out of here. My eyes were hurting in the end, and 10 minutes was a little too long. So, but it's kind of funny now.
Did you cramp up after?
No, I had a Timbit midway through, but I think
figured you would.
I think they. Oh, are you calling me big?
Well, early in your career, I did make the joke that earlier in your career you may have finished the plate, but later you figured it out.
They were tempting though.
Speaking of Christmas, what do you think of these AI creations?
Oh, this is last year's, isn't it? No, it's
This is
year.
this year.
Fireable offense right there. That was from last year. This year is not bad.
Yeah.
It's just the details aren't there for my liking. And last year's detail were. Oof,
And that's last year's. Yeah.
Weeksy were out on me about that for about 2 months last year. So, I mean, skinny legs. A little bit of barrel there, right, friends? You like that?
Yeah, sure. I know what you're talking about.
And,
Well,
the eyes are tough.
Did you not say earlier today, though, it was the head that really annoyed you because it was too big? But then you
Yeah.
added, I need a big head to accommodate my ego.
Exactly.
And you meant that in a positive way.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, I get chirped quite a bit about having a big head, and I'm like really, I know. I've always had a big head. Just give me something new here.
I think it was Eric who wrote not that long ago that your father said you wouldn't be the same player if you didn't play with emotion and with swagger. So here is some outstanding swagger from last season. Eric.
When just chewing on dashes?
This history with Tom Wilson is fascinating to me because this evening almost lives in infamy here. Tell us about your history with Tom Wilson because it goes far beyond this.
Yeah, I mean, we have a little bit of a history, there he goes to have a big head. I'm like, yeah, I know, come on. And, I thought he dove a little bit on the cross. The ref tells me there it's enough, no more chirping. So, and yeah, look, that's what I love. You got to be, if you give it, you got to be able to take it. And, it's fun. And, when I played in Barrie, I flew to DC quite a bit to, spent Christmas with Burakovsky, and we grew up together, so we kind of have a little bit of history there. I met Tom a few times there, and
before this incident.
Yeah, before this incident, and he knows. Obviously, we know who each other are. We met each other a few times, so I know he gets triggered by the chirps, and I kind of love it. It's part of it, and I think. Sometimes I love getting chirped. It gets me into the game, and so I think at the end of the day, it's all for fun. And he almost came over to my house and had a beer after the game. So
Amazing.
It was all for fun.
Well, look, that was highly entertaining, and believe you me, we're all there for it. But surely not the worst or most creative chirp you've ever received. So Corbin Bailey asks, since you're always getting into it with other players, what's the best chirp you've heard from a teammate or opposing player while on the ice, and who said it?
Best chirp. I don't know. Best chirps. It's the Chucky one on Evander Kane a few years ago was pretty funny.
Okay.
When he kind of did the money gesture and let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And that one was pretty funny. And one of the worst chirpers still, and he was going at it again today. Is Kevin Ball. He just says the worst stuff you can possibly say, and I think
not creative enough.
No,
to suit
it's
you, I
like
guess.
I don't know. He called McNabb Nick Lidstrom today, and I'm like, come on, baller, come on, we got to
Up
do
your game.
Yeah, we got to do a little bit better, It's like we got to go to school here sometime.
Have you ever heard of Bobby Baun?
No.
He's a Leaf defenseman, suffered a broken leg in the Stanley Cup final, Game 6, 64. Came back to score the OT winner to force Game 7. So
With a broken leg?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the legend of Bobby Baun comes up now whenever an NHL player toughs it out on a broken bone. So tell us what happened
Great
late last
memories.
season against Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, I broke my fibula on this play, and I mean, obviously, I could feel, you know, sometimes when you get a shot on your foot or feet, like it hurts for a little bit, and then the pain kind of goes away, but that pain just never really went away. And I went for an other MRI the next day, and I had a crack like through my ankle and my fibula or whatever, and you know, I try to battle it out, and you know, looking back at it, I probably shouldn't have played. You know, the pain was it's probably the worst I've ever felt on the ice, and I mean, in the third period, it felt okay when like the adrenaline was through my body and stuff, but the first 2 periods was just a nightmare, and it's hard too, right? Because we were really pushing for a playoff spot, and you know,
Otherwise, you would.
We were in and out, and no, I wouldn't have played otherwise. And you know, it's looking back at it, you could have probably been smarter about it, but at the same time, I've always, you know, if I can't play, I'm going to play, and I haven't missed any games throughout my 8 seasons here, and I just never really liked sitting out.
You join us tonight, the picture of health, but that health was in grave jeopardy almost 3 years ago, February of 23 in Detroit, Eric.
Yeah.
You were riding a scooter in Detroit.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
That might
I don't know if
not be the
that's the one.
particular one.
Yeah, the other one's probably a little more bent out of shape, but
I think it might have been a bird.
a bird. Okay, give them a plug, sure, so you get a free ride. You got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And, well, tell us about how serious it was. You don't remember a whole lot about the night,
Yeah.
but you sure saw the after effects and felt them.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a practice day in Detroit, and me and a few of the guys went to the casino. Was gambling a little bit, and I was leaving to meet up with the Swedes to go to dinner, and you know, the casino's right there, right? So it's I was just jumping on a bird. I mean, I had like 2-3 minutes on me to get to dinner, so I jumped on a bird, and then I woke up in an ambulance, and I was like, when I woke up, I was like, where am I? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. So I passed out again, and you know, next time I woke up, I'm like, Jesus Christ, and I couldn't move my neck, so I tried to rip the whatever the thing is called.
Collar,
yeah. And then I passed out while I tried to rip it off, and the next time I woke up, I was in handcuffs. I was like, Jesus Christ, what's going on here?
Wow.
And then I have a vague memory of me being in an MRI machine, and then I wake up in the room.
So we were given to understand you had to read the police report to actually figure out what had happened. But look, that was very close to tragic. When did you know you were going to be okay?
Kind of when I woke up in the after, I was like, I just kept looking around. I was like, wow. It's like, thank God I got a big head, because it's like otherwise it might have been bad. And so it's, I mean, you know, I called my wife, and I was like, hey, and Mangie's wife, Claudia, was with my wife at the time. She's like, what's up? I was like, I just got hit by a car. I'm in the hospital. I think I'm all right, though. I got to call Kent. So I ended up calling Kent, you know, in the middle of their dinner. And, you know, him and Dave came out to the hospital, and they figured out everything with the doctors, right? So, you know, I kind of just obviously got very, very fortunate and very lucky. And, you know, obviously got a few stitches, and had a concussion and that kind of stuff. It could have been way worse. Yeah. And but at the end of the day, I think it's one of those things I've moved on from now. It took me way longer than I wanted to.
We're not helping you here.
No.
Making you recount it.
No,
but amazingly,
I think,
you missed only 3 games. That's some more Bobby Bond stuff there.
But it was kind of a similar situation there, right? We were pushing for playoff spot, and you know, looking back at it, I came back too early. I wasn't ready mentally to be back yet, and you know, every time I got hit, it felt like I just saw sirens, like an ambulance in my head, and it took quite a bit to figure that part out. I even went into the season after, and you know, and then I you know, you keep stuff in, and I finally went to my mental coach. I worked with for a long time. I'm like, I just need to talk this out and work through it, and that's what I did, and And since then, I can talk about it and everything. It feels fine, and it's one of those old cliches. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
All right, let's move on.
Please.
Yes, okay. Identify this picture for us. Tell us what it means to you.
Oh, there she is. It's me and Mangie's car.
Yeah, that's the car that you and Andrew Mangiapane paid $2,000 each for to get you around in Stockton.
That's when he signed his NHL deal.
Yeah, well, you were both drafted by the Flames and started your pro careers in Stockton.
Milestones. Yeah.
Andrew Mangiapane, a very close friend of yours, as we all know, signed as a free agent with the Edmonton Oilers, the arch rivals of the Calgary Flames this year. So the question comes from Mark, and he wants to know, are you still friends with Mangiapane, or is he dead to you?
No, we obviously was, first year in Barrie, we hung out like as a big group. We were a lot of older guys and stuff like that, and then, there it is. Mm-hmm. And then the next year when, we both got drafted from Calgary, we just immediately grew way. Look how skinny I am there.
Yeah.
Let's say you're in better shape now.
Yeah. We just grew way closer right away the next year. And then, first year in Stockton, we obviously lived together, and we had a whole lot of fun, and we made Stockton, we made it as fun as we could, and we lived together obviously, and then to do this whole journey with him, and it's extra special because he's one of my best friends, and I would say hopefully I'm one of his best friends. So it just makes it extra special that we come from Barrie to Stockton to Calgary together, and I didn't love that he signed for Edmonton, if I put it like that.
Yeah.
The Duck, Eric. Dale Hawerchuk.
Yeah. What did Dale Hawerchuk mean to you and your career and your life?
Yeah, a whole lot. First time I came to Barrie was the first time I was in North America. And, Dale just made me feel welcome right away. And, it's almost like he takes every player under his wings, and, I remember maybe a week or two into my stint in Barrie, he invited me, Mangie, LeBanc, obviously Benny, his kid, and a couple of other guys to his house to spend a day. We had a couple of beers and stuff like that, but, he was just telling stories and making us feel welcome. The family cooked, and we were just spending, the whole day at his place, and that's when I was like, wow, he wasn't just a great player, he's an even better person, and he's obviously very, very missed, and he meant a lot to a lot of NHL players.
He sent some very good players to the NHL from Barrie. Ekblad, Svechnikov, Scheifele, and you were on that distinguished list. Okay, family. Flames just had the dad's trip. Your father, Peter, couldn't join it because he was busy coaching Vesteris. But let's go back to the mom's trip of a year ago. You were delighted to have your mother, Marita, with you. Tell us what she meant to you in getting to the NHL.
I mean, she means the world to me. My dad took a coaching job about 6 hours away when I was 12, 13, and my brother moved to play in another Swedish team closer to my dad. So for the longest time, it was just me, my mom, and my sister in the house, and it didn't matter what time it was, and wherever I needed to go, she was always there to pick me up, and she always dragged my sister. My sister's 7 years younger than me, so she always, she was 5, 6 at the time, and she always dragged her along because, she wanted me to chase my dream, and she saw right away how much it meant to me, and she's probably been my biggest supporter growing up, and nothing, I wouldn't have been here without her, that's for sure.
Okay, your own family. You and Tessa have 2 beautiful children, Benji and Lucy.
Yep.
How excited are they for Christmas?
Oh, they love it. My son, obviously the 8 o'clock games were a little too late, but my son told me before I left for games, like, make sure you bring home a puck. So the elf is gonna have a puck next to him when he wakes up in the morning. So he just starts to love hockey, and I can't even wake up in the morning before I ask, Daddy, let's go downstairs and play hockey. I'm like, just give me 5 minutes here. Just need to grab a coffee first. But, he loves it. And, I'm very fortunate to have a beautiful wife who's such a great mom as well.
No matter what happens with your situation, is it fair to assume that Benji and Lucy will always have an attachment to Calgary?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both are born here, and this is kind of where we went from boys to men, right? And I moved here when I was 22, and I didn't really know. Feels like you matured after 25 almost, and I obviously had Benji at a young age. Had him when I was 24, turned 25. But this will be my kid's first home, and hopefully one day in 20 years I get to bring them both back here and show them where we grew up or where they grew up and where they were born, and what we used to do, all the playgrounds and the skating parks and everything. So. Calgary has, meant the world to us the last 8 years. You
will be forever attached to Calgary because, as you say, this is where your career started. So have a look at Rasmus Andersson through the years in Calgary and tell us what you think. Yeah, looks, oof, I know. Wow. It's, oof. I don't really know what to say. It's... feels like I'm... Well, you haven't changed a great deal. No, it feels like a little bit like wine, the older it gets, the better it gets.
We alluded to it earlier. You did earlier in your career, I guess maybe your fitness wasn't one of your strong points. That's fair to say, right? At some point you had to figure out that maybe that was a difference maker?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, obviously... I think my second year in Barrie was the one year where I just kind of, I've been drafted, I kind of made it, and, all that kind of stuff. And then I got a wake-up call when I got to camp. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm out of shape. And, it's just, you had to bear down. And, it obviously wasn't easy. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself for, going through that journey. And it was something that needed to be addressed. And I think I've done a good job of it. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll leave it there. Out of time. Wish we had more. Thank you, Rasmus, for being on the program. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Rasmus Andersson playing some of the best hockey of his career and apparently unbothered by the trade noise was our guest on After Hours. Back to conclude proceedings at Scotiabank Saddledome in a moment.